Wow.
Elements, you're being very active. Well, good to see you. Hope it's not too terribly late. Just finishing up, setting everything. Because I forgot to... Oh, there's actually one thing I do have to fix very quickly. Shouldn't take too long, but I need to resize the screen. I had to change it because for some reason... Ah, I see. Right. Yes, you show up when it's your lunch breaks. I remember. Well, good to get off work early every now and then. Yes. For some reason, Switch games just have a border of nothing surrounding them. Very odd. Okay. I did a bit of farming off screen, and I got enough strength and dexterity to use this sword, which I have been bemoaning that it takes 13 dexterity and 19 strength to use this sword. That seems like it's built for casters, but for some reason is almost unusably high stats. So I just went off screen and farmed, what, almost 100,000 souls at the Keep Ruins. Definitely not the most fun thing I've had to do. Right. But there are a couple more things to do back at Irithyll Dungeon and everything else down there. So, before moving on into, what is it, Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, I'm going to be tying up a few loose ends here in the dungeons. And I also need to remember how to navigate in this dungeon, because I don't want to run into too many of those jailers. Oh, right. I also, here's a shortcut that I never even opened. But there's also just rooms off to the side here. Let's see, this one's a jump scare guy, right? Yeah, his head's moving a little bit. Ready for this? Ooh, spooky. You lunge fast. Okay, but the reason that I wanted to use this sword, here, it'll become a little bit more apparent if I actually throw a fireball. Oh, this one's the... Oh no, this door is not even locked. Titanite shard, Oh, the large shards are actually really good to get. There we go, there's the jailer's keyring. So this one would have been locked off for a little while. These rusted gold coins are practically worthless. They just boost your luck for a little bit. Alright, well, I guess I'll... Stop. No. Alright. Jailers are the worst enemies. Alright. No? Normally you'd try and push me. Alright. But killing enemies with this weapon... So you see there was a little bit of a blue wisp. It increases my blue health bar. Or not my blue health bar, my focus point bar. Which is really good for casters. Okay, well. This is bad. Jailers are the worst. Look at my maximum health. I hate jailers so much. Oh, I took that sip way too early. Alright. This place is pretty nice because it's full of, like, trash enemies like these guys that are very good at refilling my mana bar. Oh. I wonder what Miyazaki and the game design crew were thinking when they implemented the jailers. They can't have been good things that they were thinking. Oh, those are some noises. Alright, there's a shortcut that I want to take somewhere around here. I think it might involve falling? Somewhere? Ugh, who knows? I probably should. Is this it? I think this is it. Yep. I recognize this oddly Tetris block-shaped hallway anywhere. Is that right? Yeah, it's the one that looks like the... Well, I think it looks like the letter S, but it's sort of more like a lightning bolt that can never be truly diagonal. I already got the thing that was there. Oh. Now we can move into everyone's favorite room. The Jailer Parade. Oh, I wanted you to keep walking in one direction, but that's fine. Oh, okay, well. This is bad. Hello, adventurer. Oh. Was it? Thiest? If you're trying to go for the Old English sort of phonetic or pronunciation, I think the best way would be wouldst thou, or dost thou. This friendly linguistic advice. I'm just not even gonna heal. Healing is pointless in the jailer ring. Might as well be executioners. I've also realized that, well, having such low stamina is actually really difficult as a caster. Because casting takes stamina. For some reason. It didn't used to in the previous games. Alright, I think this is all of the jailers. Any more around the corner? No? Okay. So that's the difficult part of this room. Alright, there's still one more. Right around this corner here. You and your kind make this game less fun. Be gone. Okay, so that's all of the jailers dead. So, This room here is actually pointless. And I could sort of, like, intuit my way through old-timey sort of speech patterns. It's a lot of sts and at the end of, like, sentences, like dost, or like, in? Sort of like in sounds. Willin they be staying the night here? No, that was just an accent. But night would be spelled like N-Y-T-E. Alright. But yeah, so if you open this door, there's just a scary man in there, and he attacks you, and he doesn't drop anything useful. And also he respawns. There's literally no point in opening that door. So I'm just gonna leave it closed and he can stay in there forever. But this door is very important, because it holds, it's basically a key NPC for any caster, which is what I am unfortunately playing. My hat's a bit better than hers, but it's okay.
I thought you'd all but forgotten me. How sweet. Good to know that a skinny little heretic can still turn heads. Oh, you're not.
She was saying a really cool line, but she didn't actually look at who came through the door.
For mistaking you for one of those leeches. So, what business have you here? This is a land of monstrosities. And I am no exception.
Offer
You're here
help.
to save me. But I'm guilty. A wretched child of the
She's one of the coolest NPCs in this game. It's hard to get an
Something
accurate
you
angle on her
forgive.
face. Save her nonetheless. Oh, my hand's actually illuminating her face.
Very well. Besides, I've grown tired of imprisonment. I am Carla, and I accept your proposal.
Alright, and now she has gone back to... what's it? Firelink Shrine. Alright, also... there should be a couple more things in here. There's those failed dragons. But I believe... yes, if I open this door... I think this is still the same room as the failed dragons? No? Okay. There are some pretty important things here. Xanthus Ashes. Not actually that important. And I believe this is another Screamer. Oh, Dust Crown Ring. That is a casting ring, if I'm not mistaken. What do you do? Ah, leaf-colored crown ring bestowed upon the Princess of Ulasil, ancient land of golden sorceries. Reduces spell FP consumption, but also lowers HP. Ulasil is synonymous for its lost sorceries, of which the Xanthus Scholars are dedicated... Xanthus Sorcerers are dedicated scholars. This crown ring is a rare artifact of great magic heritage. So, in Dark Souls 1, Dusk Crown Ring, it doubled the amount of spells you could cast, but it halved your HP. This one's a lot more forgiving, and it seems like it only takes away maybe like 1/10 of your HP, based on the numbers that I'm seeing off to the side. So that's probably worth it. What did I replace it with? I think I replaced the Great Swamp Ring. I don't remember. If I don't remember, it wasn't important. Alright. Oh. Oh, I think it was... no, I have no idea. I don't need the Great Swamp Ring anyways. I already have a better version of the Great Swamp Ring in the Old Witch's Ring, so whatever. I guess I'll try and kill some of these gross dragon things. Oh, right, there's an ember in here. Hello, gross dragon things. How do you like darkness? Oh, you know what? Lightning's probably effective against these guys, which is unfortunate, because lightning spells are terrible in this game. We'll just try darkness. How do you like evil? It's not bad. Might as well land the killing blow with this sword, too. Get some mana back. I also upgraded this sword a fair bit. Alright. You know what? These guys don't really seem strong enough to require sorceries or pyromancies. Yeah, see, this is the problem with using sorceries at all. Is that why? Why bother when you can just hit things? Profane coal. I think they have a decently rare weapon drop, so I'm just going to kill the rest of them, just to see if I can get it. Because they can drop their tailbone as a weapon, I think. Either that or it's just found somewhere and I've entirely forgotten where it is. Unfortunate, but I think that was actually all I needed to do. Hey, an item that I just never looked at. Yeah, you just sort of tend to run through this room without ever dwelling too long because of all of the absolute nightmares that dwell within. Okay, well, hello, rat. You're probably something that I should rely on magic to kill. Oh, I just realized I don't actually have a sorcery catalyst anymore. Rats are tricky to kill. They attack quickly, and their animations are really slow. Well, that's actually kind of funny. The rats that pile out of the doorway hole here in order to sneak up on you do that anyways, despite the fact that I'm coming from the opposite direction. Unless it would be a lot better for them to, you know, turn around and attack me where I actually am instead of attacking me where the game script thinks I should be. Alright. Oh, I never killed this man. Should probably do that. This is another one of the giants. I actually want to get down onto the ground floor. I think the only way to get there is to drop. But I don't have very much maximum health, so I think that might be too dangerous for me. Is there a safer way down? Oh, hello, Pyromancer. I'm doing quite alright. Oh, you know what? I think it's just slightly safer to drop here because the staircase is just ever so slightly elevated. Alright, and just for safety... Oh, I'm already embered? This is my... Ooh.
Wow.
Wow. Alright, well, I'll try. Oh, that was dangerous. Okay. Very quickly, I'm just gonna open this shortcut here.
Wow.
What? Oh, Tactless. Hello as well. Right. So normally when you're riding elevators in the Souls series, you want to be keeping a very oh, wait, oh! I just saw something really interesting. So I had this sword out, and I think a rat just, like, jumped off a cliff or something and died. However, despite the fact that I didn't kill it with this sword, the fact that I just had it out when it died meant that the effect of the weapon applied to it, because I saw a little blue streak entering my body, which is what happens with this item's ability. I absorb FP from each fallen foe. So I don't actually have to kill the foe, just so long as they die while this sword is equipped to me. Interesting. So can I... No. Wait a second. I just thought of a really dumb idea. Alright. I'm just gonna bottleneck them real quickly. I want to do some weird dumb inventory stuff. Alright, so I barely use this shield anyways. What happens if I take the Executioner's Greatsword and put it on this hand slot? Where is it? Oh, it's up high, I remember. Alright, so now I have the Executioner Sword in my left hand, where it's slightly less useful. I can only do strong attacks with it. But that means that my Pyromancies should restore FP. Here, come on over here. I don't want to wake up the giant just yet. I'm going to test that this works. Yes, it does. It works. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. This sword's basically just a trinket now. Oh, and I have reduced FP consumption because of that dusk ring I put on. I've just become a spell machine gun. Okay. Oh, and you seem to be... Okay, you're not resistant to fire. You're just resistant to the first attack thrown your way. Oh, you don't know how to deal with this, huh? Okay. And I'm fine with taking advantage of this. Oh. He's turned to face me. And now he's going back to sleep, it looks like. Night-night. Alright. One more time. But I'm very good at breaking these games. That's my one claim to success. Alright. No, I actually just have to get him angry. Oh. I guess that's why there's infinitely spawning rats. Just to make it slightly more difficult to cheese him. But it's also an infinite source of FP for me. I mean, not a very efficient source of infinite FP. Ah. Alright, whoop. Oh, that was hilarious. I accidentally killed a rat from like a mile away. Alright, and dead. Alright, now I can actually take a look at sort of the things that are down here. Oh.
Wow.
Wow, that's... people are just burning through channel points now. Oh, that was... Wait. Huh, interesting. I should probably also look back into, yeah. We haven't particularly known each other too long, Tactless, so... Definitely expected that. You aren't as far ahead as everyone else. I also think it's fascinating that these rat corpses are staying. Oh, hey, the Profane Flame. Okay, it's not infinite, then. Because there can only be a certain number of rat corpses. Wow. And also, through this gate here, is actually where Siegwald was being held. But unfortunately, he's dead again. Rest in peace, Onion Knight. Da-da-da-da-da. But I think that's literally everything down from the... What is it? Profaned whatever. Yeah, 1,000 wall. Wonder if I could, just overlay it and have it echo. I don't know if they can be redeemed at the same time. They might. Alright, let's actually take a look at that spell that I just got, because I don't need sorceries anymore, gonna be honest. Sorceries and miracle... I started this run thinking I would be an Omnicaster, using sorceries, pyromancies, and miracles. But it turns out that everything except for pyromancy is terrible, so... Unfortunate. Alright, but what does Profane Flame do? Oh, that's neat. I'll try that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just respawn the one enemy that is around the corner here in the jail cell and test out attacks. Wait, what? I thought there was an enemy in that jail cell. Is it this one? Which jail cell has an enemy in it? I want to test on the jailer, because I might die if I do that. But, no, seriously, though. One of these had an enemy in it, right? Is it you? It is. Okay. That did 800 damage. Not bad. Compared to the fire orb, because these are pretty directly comparable. The fire orb does 560. Okay. And what about the mana cost difference between the two? Because Profane Flame is slightly higher. 23 versus 11. Oh, that's actually tricky. And it's over twice. It costs, like, 2.1 times as much to cast Profane Flame. But I think Profaned is a slightly faster cast time. Yeah, slightly faster cast time. And it seems like it might do a bit more knockback damage. It's, ooh, it's difficult. It's tricky. Okay. Oh, there is actually one more thing that I wanted to do. This is something that you are supposed to hold out on doing for a little while. But around this point, the game... Actually, a bit earlier. I've saved this slightly later than you're expected to. But if I... Alright, let me just try and exit through this wall, so that when I run up here, it'll have started the countdown for loading the outside area. I'll just bump into this wall to make sure. Do a little bit of a jog. There'll be an NPC that spawns up here soon. Just give me a couple seconds. Alright. So at this point in the game, you're probably expected to be able to open that door, which costs 20,000 souls. Run up here. If anyone remembers, I already jumped off the side of the bridge here, down onto the roofs, but I haven't yet gone across this way. Actually, oh, okay, well, I was going to say we'll go up there. But there's actually a little bit of a fall down here that you can do. And the key to getting down safely is that item there that you'll notice. Let's call that elevator back down. And we'll head down that way after we go topside. Right. So there we go. You just heard a clanging, creaking sound earlier. We'll re-examine what that was once I get this item here. The Firekeeper's Soul. A very important item in Dark Souls 1. Not very important item in Dark Souls 3. So, that sound we heard earlier was the door being closed by everyone's friend.
Sorry, friend. Be more careful. By the gods, curiosity is going to kill you, kittens. Some places are better left alone, you know. Oh, sorry. Am I a tad too late?
It's everyone's friend Patches.
Have no fear. There's beauty in death. Besides, you're surrounded by ladies. Every man's dream, right?
So his dialogue there actually changes if you start the game as a cleric. I I believe he says, surrounded by dead firekeepers. Every rotten cleric's dream. Because, again, Patches doesn't like clerics very much.
No matter. I'll look after things. By stripping every last trinket off your corpse, you're gonna make some lucky customer very happy.
Anything else? Okay. No, I really like coward characters. Yeah, door does not open from this side. Okay. And Patches is a big coward. He doesn't fight fair, ever. He's a scrounger. What an absolute irreprehensible character. Alright. And we get the Firekeeper set. Drink to my health. Is there a safer fall? No, it's just down one more time. It's a pretty risky journey, though. Alright, and we get the Estus Ring. This causes Estus Sips to heal more. Let's actually just take a look at it. I don't remember if it has any fancy lore to it, but always nice to look at rings. A green ring crafted from shards. So this is actually made out of an Estus flask, this ring. Increases HP restored by Estus flasks. This ring was entrusted to a certain firekeeper, but in the end she never met her champion, and the ensuing tragic farce became a favorite tale of the masses. Right. So there's... Yeah, you can't quite see it, but there's a whole bunch of firekeeper corpses. So it seemed like more firekeeper corpses than you would think would be in here. So it seems like whenever a firekeeper outlives their usefulness, they're brought in here and thrown off of the cliff. And that's basically what I've been doing every single one of these streams, Adventure. I've played these games far too many times, and I've watched far too many of Vati's videos to ever not talk about the lore of these games while I play them. Do I want to go up there? No, I don't. Okay. Let's go talk to Yol. Not Yol. The small guy, whose name I have forgotten. He's one of my favorite characters. Let me read the back of your chair. Ludlith, that's his name. Hello, Ludlith.
Thou returned, and a fine day it is. So, happened upon any twisted souls?
He enunciates so nicely. Alright, let's see. What new interesting stuff? Oh yeah, Yorm's set is pretty nice. He has a very, very, very big shield that requires a lot of strength to use. And he has a big machete, which also requires a very large amount of strength to use. It's also really amusing. Yorm's Great Shield requires 40 strength to use. But again, there's a system in these games where if you two-hand a weapon, that multiplies your strength by 1.5 for the purposes of using that weapon. So if you hold Yorm's Great Shield in two hands and use it as a bashing weapon to just punch people with the shield, you don't need 40 strength for that. So that's fun. I also don't know what Ludlith's criteria is for asking for money for these things. The Wolf Knight Greatsword for some reason costs 10,000 souls. Meanwhile, the Farron Greatsword, which is crafted using the same item, is 0. And Yorm, who is the soul of a lord, a very important character, both of his items cost 0 souls to create. Havel's Ring, which is crafted out of a nothing nobody stray demon soul, costs 5,000. Your pricing scheme does not match at all, Ludlith.
Ah, most illustrious Lord Seeker. Or should I say...
I have killed my first lord, or technically second.
Fine kindling for the thrones, is it not? Each soul truly worthy of lordship.
But honestly, the Abyss Watchers barely count as a lord.
To bind them to their thrones, even in death. Oh, I have no qualms. For as we are to our thrones,
I'm gonna silence my phone.
their rightful path.
It's just like barely at arm's reach. There we go. Okay. You've gone through your dialogue. Well, that's great. But actually, now that I'm thinking, I can put some Lord Skulls in their thrones. Oh, and I should actually go talk to Andre right now. I think he has something to say to me. Oh, no. I did it backwards. I should have put their thing on first. Okay. Well, there's Yorm's skull. That's nice. I'm good at thinking, I swear. Maybe not forward planning, though. And there's the helmets of the Abyss Watchers. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. First off, though, I have some ashes for you. Xanthus. Oh, and Grave Warden.
Gracious. Passing fine ash thou'st given.
Let this ash new bestow nourishment. I only hope these new wares content thee. Yes, yes, I know. I already talked about your one unique dialogue for when I give ashes. Alright, let's see. Any new interesting stuff? I don't think so. I doubt it. Talisman, Canvas Talisman, Abyss Watchers set. The Xanthus set. Xanthus overcoat, trousers, and gloves. They've really toned down the Xanthus set in this game. It used to be so much more obnoxiously bright yellow, but now it's much more faded, and it can match with other outfits a bit better. You can also get Wolnir's crown. Looks nice, I guess.
Ashen one.
Right, but here we have the one NPC that I was really looking forward to. Hello, Carla.
Ah, there you are. As I said, I am Carla, and am grateful to you. Now, what shall we do?
So,
The only thing that might interest you is my sorcery. Although my dark arts
Begone,
are a
spam bot.
detestable sort. That wouldn't interest you, would it?
So, asked to learn dark sorceries.
You're a wicked one, aren't you?
So she talks about how
Very well.
she's a sorcerer.
Demons are of the dark, and you are no different. Some may avert their eyes.
But she should be delivering a very fun line of dialogue shortly.
Be careful, though. Few humans are privy to this knowledge.
In a little while. Once I get some things done.
Kept between you and I.
Alright, so you can also give her... So she is a sorcerer. You can learn sorceries from her. Pretty good ones, if I'm remembering correctly. But you can also give her Pyromancy and Divine Tomes. So this is how you give the Quelana Pyromancy Tome, which can only be taught by a woman. The Grave Warden Pyromancy Tome, he said he wouldn't touch because it was dark and evil, but she's fine with that. And the Deep Braille Divine Tome, which you can technically give to the Miracle Teacher. But if you do that, she gets corrupted, and her bodyguard tries to kill you. So I will be giving it to her instead.
Oh, is this a divine tome? What on earth are you thinking? I wouldn't go near a divine tome, or any so-called miracle.
Oh, can you not?
And casters of miracles are sure to steer clear of me.
I remember you accepting it.
Torture me so.
Huh. I guess not. Well, then the only way to learn the deep, dark miracles is to corrupt your Miracle Teacher. Unfortunate. Alright, well, I'll give you the Pyromancy Tomes then.
Oh, a pyromancy tome, have we? Quelana, Witch of Izalith. Well, this is a fascinating pyromancy. Very well. If this is your wish. I will unravel the thing the best I can. Besides, it will be nice to play master for
That's
once.
all you're really doing right now is teaching me things. Alright. Let's see. So, out of that we got Fire Whip. Firestorm, which is actually something that will probably be pretty useful. And Rapport, something that I think, if I'm remembering correctly, is detestably useless. So, let's also give the Grave Warden Pyromancy
Another
Tome.
pyromancy tome, have we? And one that resonates with the dark. Yes. Well suited to me. I may be a heretical sorcerer,
There it is.
but you bring me nothing but pyromancies. Fiendish little lad, you.
I always thought that line of dialogue was fairly amusing. Alright, and out of that we get Black Flame and Black Fire Orb. I might just want to get these. What does this one do? Pyromancy discovered by Grave Warden after High Lord Wolnir fell into the abyss. Creates a giant black flame in hand. Black flames born from the abyss bear no shadow. They are said to be the impenetrable flames of humanity. And this one? Striking Black Flame inflicts dark damage, striking foes with a weighty force. I'm just gonna grab both of these, why not? I'll grab Firestorm whenever I have a chance. I'll probably ignore these two because they're sorceries and thus require too much intelligence for me.
Stir up any trouble. You're my apprentice. Don't forget.
Did I get any new sorceries? I don't think I did. I highly doubt it. Kinda wish there was a way for me to sheathe my left-hand weapon. It's kind of awkward to just be heaving this sword around. Should I? No. I like having the pyromancies as my main hand weapon.
Perfect.
Perfect timing. Oh, I did. I found a very good scroll. Here, take this. He's gonna get real excited.
My. You've made quite the discovery. This is a scroll of the prodigious Big Hat Logan, a masterful sorcerer, long missed in Minheim. And now we have his scroll, right here in my very hands.
One of the key features of Logan is that he went super insane. Hopefully that doesn't have any ill effects on our friend here. Alright, what does that actually give us? It should give us crystal sorceries, but I don't see them anywhere. Do I have to buy their basic counterparts first? And Great Friend Dart, Found Hail, Homing Soul Mass. Because, like, Crystal Homing Soul Mass is Logan's spell. I don't see it anywhere. Do you have items elsewhere? No? Alright, well.
Oh, I have something.
Oh, he has something for me.
You're a fine sorcerer now.
Not really.
You should have
I'm a fine
something to
pyromancer.
prove it. Go on. If I'm giving something away, you'd better well take it.
Should probably talk to the rest of these guys, huh? Oh, Young Dragon Ring. That's probably a weaker version of the one I already have. Sorry, friend. I talked to you a bit too
I
late.
don't mean to seem overbearing.
I just gave you Logan's scroll.
In exchange for my sorcery in the form of, I hope you'll...
Alright, blah, 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 blah. You aren't teaching me Logan stuff. Where is that? Alright, whatever.
Come again.
Let me actually just take a look to make sure. Because I got the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring. And he gave me a worse version of a ring I already have. Thanks, Teach. You're a big help.
Ah, there you are, unkindled one. I am pleased.
I'm a good student. Okay, maybe not. Alright, do you have any new spells? I don't remember. No. Okay. Do you have anything new to talk about?
Found a tome in the catacombs. This spell is akin to chaos. It may even serve as a link to Izalith, home of pyromancies.
Huh.
Ah, you found a tome in this pigment.
That's odd.
What is it?
That's really odd. That is an odd place to loop his dialogue. Hello.
Oh, Champion of Ash, welcome back. Do you wish to hear a tale? You only have to ask.
Alright, I'm keeping the Braille Divine Tome to myself. Any fun miracles? No. There are no fun miracles in this game. You have anything to talk about? No, this is just your basic backstory. Alright. It's nice talking to you. Goodbye, though. I'm not coming back. For a little while. Oh, right. Also, some couple more last-minute things to do here in Firelink Shrine, because there's just everything to do here. I wanted to start playing. It's Patches! Hello, Patches.
Ah, oh, you're alive. Now, hold your horses. Let's have a nice talk about this.
My sword is already impaling you, Patches.
I'm clean. I did you wrong. I didn't mean it, though. Not one bit. You get these urges, running the business and all, and I hate myself for it. I do. You know what I mean. Terrible, really. But I can see you'll forgive me.
Not on your life,
You're
Patches.
alive, after all. And that's what counts, right?
Or at least that's what I'll say.
Oh, for heaven's sake, no need to jest with a face like that.
How can you see my face? I'm wearing this beak mask.
And I'm here groveling in the dirt, so to speak. Oh, I know. Here, a token of my sincerity. Right and proper, huh?
Thanks for the coin, Patches.
Outcasts. Let's
Never
make the
forgive
best of it.
Patches. He gives you free stuff if you don't. Alright, and now he has become a vendor.
Ah, I see you've met Greyrat. The slinking rodent. But he did me a good turn back in Lothric Dungeon. Doubtless I should do something about that little debt. Well, maybe not. Well,
That's interesting.
he's still standing.
His dialogue didn't match up with his subtitles. He said, well, maybe not, but the subtitles said, so maybe not. Huh.
Ah, I see the slinking rodent. Doubtless I
That's,
should do something
or maybe
about
not.
that little debt. Well, maybe not.
See? It says, well, maybe not, but the subtitles say, or maybe not. Discrepancy. Alright. You have any new things? Horsehoof Ring. Boosts your kick effect. An old ring with the seal depicting a horse's hoof. Boosts kick effect. So, uh-huh. Makes sense that he'd have it. He really likes kicking people down cliffs. Alright. But other than that, I'm all set.
Can't find any wheel.
Right, could try a little harder. And down I go. Hello. Yeah. You're just real excited about killing people. Okay, what else? Right. I should go talk to Greyrat now. I've almost talked to all of the NPCs here. Only Andre to go now. Hello, Greyrat.
Oh, hello. Fine work, I say. Discovering Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, all in a day's work. If the tales are true, it is home to old moon-worshipping nobles, and should be packed with treasure. What do you think? Shall I go and see what I can find?
Yeah, go ahead. Send him off to
choice.
pillage.
I am Greyrat the Thief. What I bring back will be worthy of that name.
Alright, so this is actually a critical point in his quest. Alright.
Goodbye. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
Okay, so. We'll come back to that in a second.
That is good to our needs.
Hello, do you have anything new to talk about? No, okay. Oh, I guess I never talked to him about that. Yeah, infusing, blah 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 blah.
Oh, by the way, if you find anything...
Yep, Estus shards. He just talks about a whole bunch of tutorial stuff.
But when they use it, sure, they take so.
I'm just skipping through that. Okay. And he's cycling back around to the beginning. Right. Take this profaned coal. You like profaned things, right, Andre?
Lords, where did you happen upon this goal?
No, he doesn't like it.
Too dark. I see the abyss in it. Yet a smith I remain. I won't turn down a request. But forget not, your fight is for the flame and for your fellow kin, just like mine. A cursed fate this may be, but hope remains, does it not?
I probably talked about this back when I was playing Dark Souls 1. But Andre here was actually originally intended to be Gwyn's firstborn son. Okay, I don't know why I thought that would be any different. Do I have any Estus Flask shards? No, none. Can I even infuse this weapon? No, I can't. Okay. Makes some amount of sense, I guess. Just kind of unfortunate. And actually a little bit surprising. Normally, it prevents you from infusing weapons that already have split damage. But I guess because this weapon has the unique property of absorbing FP, despite the fact that it has no split damage, it's entirely in physical, there's nothing in magic, fire, lightning, or dark. It cannot be improved like that. Which is actually kind of peculiar. Alright. So now if I sit down, I'm gonna go check to see if Grey Rat has left yet. Because there's one thing I need to do before... No, Grey Rat's still here. Okay. Alright, so how about if I travel to Firelink from Firelink, which is something you can do comedically. This should just reload the area, and then maybe Grey Rat will be gone. Because it's actually pretty important that I do what I'm about to do before I actually go forward in the game. Very important. Okay, Grey Rat, have you gone? Grey Rat has gone. Okay. So, before we leave, before we head out to Irithel, it is very important to do this step. And run up here and talk to our good old friend, Patches. Unbreakable Patches. Oh, and he's doing his squat. Everyone's favorite little squat. The Patches squat.
Oh, yes, yes. What can I do? Aren't you glad we made good of things?
Alright. Let's have a little talk. No?
We're just a couple.
Alright, maybe I need to buy something from him. Alright.
Can't find anything you like, are you?
I'm trying. I just have no souls. Patience with you. I did also use a bunch of souls when I was trying to farm for things. Okay, that was actually a bit smaller than I thought it would be. Let's get some unknown travelers then. Just the one. That should be enough to buy something. And buy rubbish from him. Let's get the ring. Just because it's good to have rings. I'll buy a rubbish because I can trade that to the bird, I'm fairly sure. It's probably enough. Alright, will you talk to me now?
We're just a couple.
No, okay.
Thanks, good cop.
Now then. I'm actually a bit concerned right now. Okay, let's see. I actually want to see if the Horsehoof Ring affects, like, the kick animation in any way. No. Doesn't look like it. In Elden Ring, they have incredibly amped up the kick. So, it doesn't work the same way in Elden Ring. Because to kick in this game, again, I'm going entirely off of what I've seen from other people. So to kick in this game, you press forward and light attack at the same time, and it does a kick. In Elden Ring, what is it? Okay, just a second. I need to very quickly... I can take off that torch. Oh, interesting. Wait a second. Let me... This is actually a pretty odd thing. I don't know if anyone's... I've never seen anyone do what I'm about to do. Ah, okay. So in this game, there's things called weapon arts. This is the weapon art for the hand. It's just a big poof in front of you. But in Elden Ring, the weapon art for the empty hand is the kick. Interestingly, the weapon art for shields that activate the weapon art of your right hand is just a punch with the shield. Very interesting. Wonder if anyone's ever played through the game with shield punch as their sort of main thing. As a challenge run, I have to imagine it's been done. So I just found it by accident. Just messing around. Hello, Firekeeper. I actually got something for you. Firekeeper's Soul.
Ashen One, this is much like what lies within me. Then let it find its own place within my bosom. She will understand. We are both firekeepers after all.
Firekeeper is now able to heal the Dark Sigil. Kind of useless because I didn't invite the Dark Sigil into my body.
May the flames guide thy way.
Yeah, you have no Dark Sigil. And I can't get one anymore.
Ashen One,
Ever.
may the flames guide thee.
Okay. I'm just going to reload the area again, because there's something that I am moderately worried about. And Patches is supposed to talk about, but he is not. Patches, talk to me about the thing. Come on. We're both jolly outcasts, you and I, Patches. We can work things out.
Oh, yes, aren't you glad we made...
I'm glad we made good of things.
We're just a couple of...
Now, talk to me about Grey Rat. I need that to happen. Really badly. Okay. I'm gonna try one last thing. And I'm going to warp out of here and to Irithyll. Let's say Central Irithyll. Why not? And then I'm going to come back to Firelink and talk to Patches again. It's very important. Because Grey Rat's life is actually on the line. I'm just gonna throw a Profane Flame at one of these guys, see how effective it is. Right, Profane Flame, you better be really strong. Oh, you don't have very much range, huh? Ooh, that is powerful. Oh, but also it has travel, or detonation time? So if they move too far, it, misses. Oh. Oh, that is really cool looking. The fact that it just launches them. Alright, but also it's, tricky to use. To say the least. Okay. Now back to Filing Shrine. Yeah. I'm trying to think in what situations that spell is most useful. Probably directly after a dodge. So you can just sort of throw it at your feet when you're right up against someone. Actually, let's just run over here to Grey Rat's empty spot. And be like, oh, Grey Rat, you're not here. And also, the geometry of the level just loaded in, and it looked really spooky. Alright, but now. Back out. Up 5 separate sets of stairs. My character is really getting a workout. His calves are going to be wonderfully toned. Hello, Patches. Please talk about Grey Rat this time. Alright, well, I think Grey Rat might be dead. That's unfortunate. I'm trying to think what the situation could possibly be that I'm missing. Or maybe I'm just ascribing too much to fan theory, that it is Patches who saves the Grey Rat. That could be it. Alright. Rubbish. Where's my rubbish? Oh, I already had a rubbish. Whoops. No, no. That no pickle pea? That no pumperum? You loved rubbish in the last game. Oh well. Anything else then? I don't think so. I think I'd probably leave you a pale tongue. Actually, let's leave you a seed of the giant tree. Do you like those? Yes, you do. Iron leggings, there we go. Is that the entire iron set? I think it might be. Oh, right, I don't have the helmet yet. I think I have everything but the helmet. Yes, here we go. Armor of the Sun, iron bracelets, and iron leggings. I remember what item you need to trade for it. It's a lightning urn. But I don't remember how you get lightning urns. I think I can buy one now? Maybe? I've given the shop lady so many ashes. Better sell lightning urns. No. I'm broken and defeated.
Ashen one.
I know. Right. Let's take a look at spells then. Did I get a new spell? I did. I got the Dark Fires. So let's just take a look at those. I'll take off Profane Flame for now. I still think it's okay. But I'd like to see if the other ones are comparable. So this one has very neat lighting effects. And it's sort of like a stronger version of Incinerate. Yeah, all these dark fires have pretty nice lighting effects. Oh, you know what I'm... I don't know, I just... You know, Okay, I'll just say it. What I'm really hoping for is that in Elden Ring, there is either an NPC or just, like, a thing like Sekiro has, where there is an immortal NPC at your, like, home hub area that you can fight and see damage numbers and try different abilities and stuff without having to just, like, take my pyromancies and exit through the door and find one of the sort of whatever hollows out here so that I can see damage numbers. Alright, so that one does 434, and this one does 342. And I need to look at how much each one costs, because my brain doesn't work doing anything other than cost-benefit analysis. So it's 6 more FP, which is an increase of around 50%. But it doesn't do 50% more damage. It's basically the same spell. Why even make a variation of the spell that costs more, but doesn't deliver a better result? So when you're going shopping, right, and you're buying food or ingredients, if you buy, what's a good example? Like, milk, let's say. Buy a quart of milk, or a gallon of milk. It's both milk, both the same brand, everything like that. If you buy the gallon as opposed to the quart, I don't actually know what liter, I don't know. I don't know what the measurements are in countries that don't use imperial, sorry. But the percentage, the cost based on percentage, you get more out of it when you pay more upfront. So buying the gallon is normally 10, 20 cents cheaper than buying a quart total. Like per weight or per volume. Like it costs less to buy the smaller amount, but over time it costs less to buy the larger amount. That's why the magic system doesn't work in Dark Souls. Because you're getting less out of paying more. It is a short-term benefit, because the Black Fire Orb does do more damage than the Fire Orb. However, it doesn't do more damage per FP used to cast the spell. It uses less, which is bad. Alright. Done with my extremely convoluted cost-benefit analysis. This one costs 19. So it costs more than the Fire Orb. And the Fire Orb did... what? No. Okay. I really don't want to hit you both at the same time, because I want to compare damage numbers. No! Okay. 434 for that one. And this is... 434. Black Flame's useless. There's no point. It does the same damage. It costs 2 points more. And its range is nothing. There's no reason to ever use Black Flame. It comes out faster. It's just a pop like that. But it's only a half second faster than that. And you can do that from range. You can do it from a very long range, in fact. That's bothersome to me. Alright, well. Black Flame, you're pointless. Sorry. Profane Flame, you're also not great, but you look cool. That's about all I can say for you, I'm afraid. Okay. Well. My throat. Guess it's time to go find Greyrat's corpse. Very unfortunate, that one. Alright. If I don't find his corpse in the next 5 minutes, then maybe he's fine. And we can talk to Patches about him. And the next part of his quest line will actually trigger. But I kind of doubt it. I'm getting all of my friendly NPCs killed, huh? Alright, welcome to the spooky lady sewers. Oh. Alright, can I use my profane flame against you? You don't walk very fast. Yeah. That's nice. Oh, I wish you were better, Profane Flame. That's actually a really nice combo. I basically reel them in by casting Profaned Flame behind them, which knocks him towards me. No. And then I can finish them off with a single swing of my Executioner Sword. That's a lot of fun. And also, technically, I'm not spending the maximum amount of FP because of my fancy Dusk Ring. Yeah, I think you are supposed to use that post-attack. Oh, you're gonna glitch through the world, huh? Oh no, your corpse doesn't ragdoll. Never mind. It would have been fun. Alright, yep. I was kind of hoping to hit that one too. Oh. Out of FP, good thing that didn't happen in combat. Green Blossom. Okay. Okay. That's actually positive. Greyrat's corpse is supposed to be there, if he dies. Oh, that's basically what that message over there was saying. This over here is excrement-covered ashes. Which, excrement means poo. So I've got the excrement-covered ashes. So I think if I just progress normally through here, I think next time I go back to Firelink, I can actually talk to Patches. Oh, wait a second, this is actually really funny. I really hope people are still here. Let's see, this table has a whole bunch of bowls on it. But if I punch the table, all of the bowls teleport to the center of the table and instantly stack on top of each other. Why does that happen? I love that. It's great. Alright. Moving back to actual combat ability. This room's fun. Be wary of ambush. Why, who could possibly ambush me? Could it be that Silver Knight up there? With a big bow? And if you walk forwards enough, trying to get a sneak attack on that Silver Knight there, that's looking at a picture of his waifu, he will shoot me in the back. That would be ridiculous. Come on. Take your shot. I want to see it. There it is. Ow! Oh, I didn't dodge it. I'm not smart or good enough at this game. Ow! Oh, I thought I'd gotten under the ridge where you couldn't hit me anymore. Also, Silver Knight's got a major glow up in this game. They can use lightning on their swords now. They didn't used to do that. Wow! How do you like Blackfire, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, you seem to be slightly weaker to Blackfire. Good to know. Look at my health. Ooh, that's painful. I almost died. But soldier on we must. And hopefully not get shot by big arrows that move a lot faster than they did in Dark Souls 1. I'm trying to remember where all the ambushes are here. Okay, nothing there. Just me and this one Black Knight. Or Silver Knight, sorry. Alright, so that does, what, 430 something? And that does, ooh, actually substantially less. Okay. So yeah, I guess individual weaknesses do play a large part. So these guys are weaker to dark, and since Black Fire Orb is split dark fire damage. Oh, and they did also say that the Dark Fire Orb was heavier. I am getting inundated with Silver Knight gauntlets. An absolutely ludicrous amount of them. Alright, 3 whole normal chests. Not a mimic among them. The Leo Ring. Smo's Great Hammer. And a Divine Blessing. And also some pots that have cold air inside of them, I guess. So if you stand in that, you get frostbite. Makes your toes numb. Yeah, that's it for the room. Moving on. Leo Ring and Smo's Hammer are interesting because, you know, items from Dark Souls 1. The 2 big bosses, Ornstein and Smo. Ornstein had the Leo's Ring. Smo had his big hammer that killed you real hard. These dogs are spooky. And I'm being invaded by the Londor Pale Shade. And I missed my turn. So the Londor Pale Shade only invades you if you did that thing where hey. I killed that one NPC. Hello, El Buppo. You have real interesting weapons, huh, Pale Shade? Why would you quickstep like you're a Bloodborne character? Alright. Oof. Ow! I tried to dodge through that. Did not work. Ooh, those seek really well. Good fight, Pale Shade. But not quite good enough. Ooh, mannequin claws. I don't remember ever getting that weapon before. Huh. That's nice. And I guess they have the quick step ability and all those other things. Alright, the invisible enemies. Ow. Stop it. Oh no! Oh, I took one too many swings there. That almost killed me. Oh, I ended up dying in the end. I was trying to dodge. I was doing my dang darndest. But those guys are tricky to deal with in the best of times. Not great. Kinda wish I didn't die there. Oh well. Back up here. Ooh. Ooh, that health bar is looking very anemic. Oh, I know. Don't worry. I wasn't offended. Right. Well, maybe now that I've died in the... I don't know. There's some trigger for this event that I'm missing. Would better work this time. Now that I've gone through a good chunk of Irithyll. You better talk to me about Grey Rat, you.
Oh, yeah, aren't you glad? We're just a couple.
No. Stop saying we're just a couple of outcasts. Oh, there's something weird going on with your sequencing. I'd really appreciate it if you worked things out. Back to the distant manor. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. Well, maybe we'll encounter Grey Rat's corpse this time. Do I? Wait. I actually had a thought. I think I might need to kill the Guardian Beast. Maybe that'll do it? I'm just trying to think of any major event that I haven't triggered. I haven't killed the Guardian Beast yet. So, back to the very first bonfire of the zone. Sequencing for Dark Souls storylines is so convoluted. I don't expect to successfully see an entire NPC quest through to completion when I play Elden Ring for the first time. I'm almost guaranteed to fail just one minor step of the way for that. Alright. I guess we can test a bunch of damage types here. Oh, I forgot about this. Touch sign requesting cooperation. I'll do that in a second. Alright, come on out. Where's the spooky beast? Come on out. Oh. Well, I guess the spooky beast is gone. Okay. In that case, I'll just do this. Answer Cirrus of the Sunless Realms, call for cooperation. So this is why basically nobody ever finishes Cirrus's quest line. Because you have to find this super obscure marker here. It's just sort of nowhere. Yeah? Like, who finds that organically? I did on accident, but only because I knew about a different NPC questline that I was trying to complete. There's no reason that a normal person would come back here. Alright, hey Cirrus. I'm here to offer fire support. Get it? So, Creighton the Wanderer, if anyone recognizes from Dark Souls 2. Wow, I'm just missing all of those, huh? Creighton was the guy in the Iron Mask who was at odds with Pate. You weren't allowed to drink. That's our thing. I'm a player. He was really going for that one, huh? It's a lot easier to hit you with fireballs when you're running straight towards me. So, Cirrus, you are doing no damage. I carried that entire fight, Cirrus.
Thank you for your kind assistance. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
No problem. I just kind of wish you had held up your end of that fight. And here we go. That was fun. Cirrus is interesting. I like her questline. I just wish it was easier to do. Right. Come on. Where's that beast? The brute. The sawtoothed dog. Gaping dragon knockoff. Alright. Well. Maybe... Oh, right. So the gaping dog dragon can also spawn down in the lower area. So I guess I'll head to the distant manor. But I guess it always spawns down here if it spawns down here once, which is very unfortunate. Because it's so much harder to fight it in this environment. Because you're in water that slows down your movements. Which is oh so much fun. Look at this. Garbage. Alright, well, let's go for this item over here. Yep, and here it comes. Hey, big dog. Oh, I cannot believe... Wait, what? I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, and I'm dead. Alright, unfortunately I wasn't able to get the riposte on him. Which is honestly a crime. Because it does something very cool if you manage to get a riposte. I'll try that again. And hopefully get a riposte this time. I think the trick is that I need to switch to a bare fist in order to get the riposte, because you can't riposte with a spellcasting tool. Unfortunate. I did also lose, what, 20k souls doing that? But it's fine. 20k souls is, at this point in the game, relatively chump change. Oh, hey, look at that. Gonna be honest, when I hit him the first time, or when I knocked him into a parryable state the first time, it was during one of his charges. So I just sort of assumed that if you hit him during a charge, he entered a parryable state. And it was contextual. Turns out I was wrong. And it's probably based on how much damage you do to him. And the heavy black fire orb was a lot of damage in a very short period of time, which opened him up to a parry. Oops, my mistake. So I'll try and dodge properly this time. Where did you even go? Oh, there you go. Yeah. This game's just a whole lot of turns out I was wrong. I was also wrong about the thing that I thought I was right about after being wrong about the first thing. Lots of wrongs happening today. I wish I had more stamina. Can't wait for Elden Ring. You know, in an Elden Ring, your stamina doesn't drain when you're running outside of combat. It's gonna be great. Alright, come on. Take the charge. Ow! That's too much damage. Come on. I really wanted to get you into a repostable state again. Right, I forgot. Dodging straight backwards from this guy is a bad move. You want to dodge to the side. Well, double KO. That's nice. Oops. It's dead now, though. It dies forever, but I get to come back to life. So take that. I'm gonna go get my bloodstain and see if there's any souls in it. Boy, I won't... Well, actually, it doesn't drain stamina to run in deep water. So it's sort of working. No souls. So I guess the souls that you get for defeating him just vanished into the ether. And there should be... Yeah, there's a man grub over there for some bizarre reason. And also some more lady corpses. I once saw... what is it? There's a YouTube channel called Witch Zuli. And she does this thing where she just takes dev camera and looks at, like, enemy models up close and that sort of thing. Great heal. Not useful for me. Miracles are bad, so I haven't leveled Faith. But those weird corpse monster lady things with 15 arms look real weird. Weirder than you'd expect them to look, just, you know, based on what you can see from them as is. Also, you can actually see, like, that's the entrance to the dungeon right there. That's fun. What is this? Oh, let me out of here. I wonder if that's in reference to the dungeon. With all of those health-draining jailers that everybody likes and nobody hates. Okay, now back to Firelink Shrine and see if Patches will talk about Grey Rat. Finally. I bet he won't. I bet he's going to be difficult as ever. Because Patches thrives on being annoying. Hey, Sirius.
I have not thanked you for
Well,
your
you thanked me
generous
when I
rescue.
did it.
That dark spirit was one of Rosaria's fingers. Vile bastard offspring who lurk in the darkness.
Sure would suck if there was another one of them literally right up there.
Fearsome invaders, to say the least.
You can see him from here.
I would not have made it alone. You have my deepest gratitude.
Oh, Silvercat Ring is in this game.
If
I guess I forgot
require
about
help on
that.
your travels, I offer you my sign.
Thank you,
Blessing of the
Sirius.
moon upon your journey.
Very kind of you.
If you require help and bless.
Alright. I forgot the Silvercat Ring was even in this game. Probably because its questline is impossible. Alright. Please talk about Grey Rat.
Yes, aren't you glad? Wait just a couple.
I cannot believe him.
Are you?
Alright. Just a second. I'm gonna look up Grey Rat's quest line. Just to see if I haven't already scarpered it. Let's see. G-R-E-I-R-A-T. Dark Souls 3. Grey Rat of the Undead Settlement. Quest. Give Literal's Bone. Second outer thing to Irithel. Yeah, how do I do that? Help Grey Rat with Loretta. Grey Rat's first outing. Grey Rat's second outing. Okay. Sigurd is sitting in the kitchen. Yeah, I've already moved past that. Oh. Yeah, Grey Rat's dead. Whoops. Patches will not rescue Grey Rat even if you send Grey Rat on his second outing. After Yorm the Giant, yep. Oops. Sorry, Grey Rat. I sent you to your death. It was bound to happen. Alright, well. I can stop worrying about it now, and I keep killing all my friends. No bone to burn. Alright. Well, distant matter is the best I can do, and his corpse should appear there after I defeat the boss of the area. Yeah, I thought it was a bit odd. Because one of the things that Grey Rat says when he gets back from being saved is, "Oh, I didn't think I would make it through Irithil. But there was one helpful knight wearing an onion suit of armor that saved me. Never took off his helmet or spoke to me, so I couldn't thank him." And that can be either Sigvald of Katharina or Patches, if he still has Sigurd's armor. And I already bought Sigurd's armor from Patches, so. And give it back to Sigurd. So that quest line was unfortunately cut off to me because I was too proactive in getting Sigurd's quest done. And I forgot that Sigurd himself can actually save Grey Rat. I thought it could only be Patches. Because again, I've watched too many of Vati's videos. And Vati is also really invested in the redemption of... what's his name? Patches. And tries to paint Patches in the best light he can, basically every single time that he shows up on screen. Again, very similar to myself. Time to do the funny pot bug again. I'll spawn in the center of the table when it gets broken. What's the deal with that? Oh, that's interesting. The center room knight doesn't respawn. I didn't know that. Wait, did any of them? Wait, what? Are those silver knights won and dead? I didn't know that. Huh, is that new? That seems new. I guess the room is relatively challenging for new players. Maybe they modified it for them? I don't remember that. Alright, dog time. Should have modified the dogs to not be absolutely chaos. No. Let me throw a fireball at you. There we go. Gotta be a 1-2 combo with these guys, apparently. Alright, you know what? I'm dropping an ember. I just need the maximum HP up that comes from embering. Oh, man, dogs are botherous. Wow, it really takes a while for that fireball to come out. Alright. They have trouble dealing with hard corners. Oh, and apparently they have a maximum aggro range. That's nice. Thanks for obeying the glitchy rules of this game. Because I was not killing you two fairly. Not on your life. Right, there are more dogs, right? Looks like it might just be the one, fortunately. No. Okay. Wow. You didn't get stunned by that. Okay, well. Oh, annoyingly resistant dogs. I was worried that wouldn't kill him. Okay, you know what? Shortcut time. Oh, I anticipated that shot very well. Okay, shortcut opened. I don't have to deal with the little staircase up anymore. Or the sewer full of gross ladies. Alright, any more dogs? I don't remember. I feel like there's just mild threats lurking everywhere. I remember this room. Charging but beating to a pulp. No thank you. I'm gonna hook a left. Drop down into this slightly secret area. Not very secret. Just a little bit. Honestly, it's pretty easy to find. I found it my first time through, so that means it's easy to find. Ow. Alright, but if you didn't do this, you had to, like, deal with getting shot by those spellcasters from up here. As you tried to make your way through this room down here, which also has a whole bunch of semi-invisible enemies. Ow. That was close. Ow. And there's another semi-invisible caster there. This game really likes you. It's just here to coddle you and make you feel powerful and strong. There's also more jars full of cold. See that frostbite bar that just jumped up. Okay, I remember where I'm at now. Yes. So this was actually the item that I was like, I thought that should have been there when I was back there looking for dogs. Because there's a slightly sloped staircase here. Okay. And now it's time for chaos. I'm really glad that I have ranged attacks. Those guys are tricky to deal with. At the best of times. And also, there's multiple. Fun fact. Actually, Profaned Flame. Let's try that. Let's try standing a little closer and using Profaned Flame. Because apparently it's got a maximum range that's annoyingly short. Oh, and I'm out of mana. I kind of thought that would happen behind the shield. Yeah, like that. There we go. That was nice. Okay. Let's see. Blackhand Goddard. I already summoned Blackhand Goddard. And here we have Henri. Henri's still on the journey, and they can help us with that boss there. That I'm not going to fight yet. Because I have yet another shortcut to open. I remember there being an item back here. Maybe I'm just dumb. Unfortunate. That boss there is actually one that you can... Ow. You can actually go into that boss with, two? Or not two. Three entire... Oh, okay. NPC phantoms to help you. And as far as I am aware, I think it's the only time that you can do that. Maybe not ever, but at the very least in this game. I think. Right. A Fire Witch, how do you like Profaned Flames? Ow. Well, it knocks you over. So it's strong enough to do that. That is so much fun to use. Oh, looks like I've drawn some unwanted attention. Alright, it's kind of fine that I died. Not preferable. But I'm right at the edge of a shortcut, so... Doesn't matter that much. Still annoying. Okay. Don't ever have to come back to this bonfire, unless I want to go find, Grey Rat's corpse. Church of Yorska now. And there are actually a couple other things that I'd like to pick up in front of that area. Where I just died. Also, I'm not going to say no to another chance to, kill Fire Witches. They have really nice armor that's a pretty rare drop. I I think the Fire Witch armor looks really nice. Oh, but I did lose my Ember. That is unfortunate. Right. Hey, Fire Witch. I'm gonna use your own medicine on you. Oh, okay. You need to stand up before I use that again. Armor? Just a shard. How disappointing. No. Oh no! I just wanted to kill you with my sword so that I didn't waste FP killing you with my spells. It's fine. I'm just gonna run it this time. Oh, and Profane Flame is going to be useless against the boss I'm going to fight. You know what? I talked earlier about how Black Flame was kind of useless. There's a chance that the boss I'm gonna go fight might actually be one to use Black Flame against. So have it be known that it is possible to summon Henri for this. No, I'm fine. Don't worry. Thank you for the offer, though, homeless man. But I have played this game before. So, don't worry about that. This is also my first attempt on Pontiff Sullivan. Ow. Maybe I don't need this many Ash and Estus flasks against him, given that I feel like I'm probably going to need more health than anything in this fight. Maybe I should also take off the Dusk Ring that's cutting my health by 10%. Or 15, something like that. Alright. Let's find something better to use. And also I'm not using sorceries anymore. So I can take off Bellowing Dragon Crest. Actually, I remember in Dark Souls 1, things that boosted sorceries also boosted pyromancies for weird lore reasons. I'm gonna check that. Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, Dark Souls 3. Just sorceries. Boost sorcery damage by 20%. Notes. Does not stack magic weapon buffs. Okay. Looks like it doesn't boost pyromancies either. And I'm not using sorceries anymore. So goodbye Dragon Crest Ring. Shorten spellcasting time I definitely need. Greatly boost pyromancies. That's good. I'm going to also guess that Witch's Ring doesn't stack with the Great Swamp Ring either. So no reason to tag that one in. I guess I'll throw on the Chloranthy Ring. You know what, maybe... Do I throw on the Flamestone Plate or the Speckled Stone Plate? Because he does a mixture of fire and sorcery type damage. Or magic type damage. And this boosts fire and magic resistance. I think he hits more often with his fire sword. Let's just go with Flamestone Plate, why not? Anything else from this list of rings that I might potentially want to use? Fire Clutch? Nah. I'm getting hit too many times to even consider Fire Clutch. Also move Pyromancy Flame into the main hand. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to need Executioner's Greatsword on my offhand, because I'm not really going to be absorbing magic. Because that only happens for defeated enemies. Okay. Well, let's go attempt number 2. See if I can actually remember to keep track of the amount of tries on this time. And playing a caster, and I've said this so many times, but it is just agonizing playing a Dark Souls 3 caster. I remember I always saw, like, playing caster as easy mode in these games. And I think that does hold true for Dark Souls, well, 1, and maybe even still 2. But caster is hard mode in Dark Souls 3. Enemies dodge spells. And also you're a lot more limited. Alright. Oh. Well, I'm reducing fire damage, maybe. So that's nice. And the spells are doing good chunks of health out of him. Oh, that is range. Mm-hmm. Apparently Sullivan was, actually considered for the final boss of the game. Like, the entire game. Like, Sullivan is, like, in the story, one of the most important people in this world. He orchestrated basically everything that's happening in the game. He set up a whole bunch of events into motion. Basically everything that's gone wrong is because of Sullivan in this game. So it makes some amount of sense that he would be considered for the final boss. And if sources are to be believed, the enemy that we would have fought in that cathedral as a boss is the Fire Witch. And obviously the Fire Witch would have had way more health and a slightly different moveset than it has in base game. Like, that's been, like, data mined. Woohoo. But it was still kind of, you know, a normal enemy that was almost a boss. Yeah, I can't do one-for-one trades against this guy. Ow. Wow. This might be where my hard wall is as a caster. I'm gonna have to go to Rosaria and completely respec. I really wanted to try caster out. It is not fun. There's so many different interesting sorts of spells. But again, I've just gravitated back towards Pyromancy, which is the same place that every single caster seems to fall back to. And it's just kind of easier to swing a sword and dodge and attack. Also, I'm going to do the same thing that I've always done. I'm playing on like a 0.5 second delay, which means my dodges are worse. Just because of the nature of how game capture works for sending PS4 games to PC. Alright, we've got really cool combos. That attack looks like... Ugh. Like, it barely... Oh, fancy. Very fancy. I didn't know that was a command grab. I thought it was just a stab. I've never actually seen that one before. Alright. I just need to not dodge backwards. That's always my biggest problem in Dark Souls. You need to dodge towards your enemies, as counterintuitive as it sounds. I also haven't checked whether or not... Okay, well... whether or not Black Flame Orb or normal Flame Orb is going to be doing more damage to him. I'll try and focus on that here. Let's start with Fire Orb, hit him once, and then see what Black Flame Orb does. Compare the damage. There's no way I can use either of my other spells. They take way too long to come out. Let's just grab my souls. Toss a Fireball. Okay, come on. 248 versus 330. Yeah, it's definitely more worth it to use Black Fire Orb here. He has far less resistances against Dark. Oh. Yeah, that half-second follow-up attack was not anticipating. I just need to get used to his attack pattern. Hoo. Lightning? Yeah, but the other problem is that miracles are garbage. I can try. I've got a lightning bolt. I'll attempt it. Actually, you know what? I can just throw my catalyst in this hand. But in my experience, lightning does not enough damage to justify its cost. I can take out Black Serpent, because that spell is far too slow. And just throw on Lightning Spear. Right. Okay. It casts a little bit faster. But not quite as fast as I would like. I've even got this ring on that boosts my spellcasting speed. Excited for Elden Ring. You can move and cast spells in that game. And it seems like there's relatively little slowdown for when you cast spells. Alright, do I... Okay. Ow. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. Alright. Alright. 22 per cast, and it dealt 81 whole damage. Not even worth it. Not worth considering. Yeah, miracles are terrible. How did they let miracles get into this game in that state? Like, Dark Fire Orb, which has lower requirements, deals more damage. I am befuddled by that decision. Alright. Let's see, do I have anything that could just generally be useful? Maybe Iron Skin. Do I want to try that out, just for fun? Just throw on a coating of iron flesh before the fight? Wait, I just want to verify something. I remember... Does this slow down my movement? It does. Okay. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it just... No, it doesn't. Okay. It just makes you really slowly. Okay. Well... I guess I can try it. I'll just pop iron flesh right before the fight, see how much damage is reduced by. And if it's not enough, then, boy, spells in this game are super useful. I'm actually really interested in the Ashes of War system that they're doing in Elden Ring. Alright. Oh my... Literally worthless. Okay. Good to know. Oh, not quite. Just mostly worthless. How long does it last? Okay, it's worn off. Got it. That was interesting. It was actually kind of fun. I think I might... Depending on how careful I am, I think I might actually be able to make that work. The reason that I was so critical of it at first was because... his first attack was strong enough to make me stagger. And the entire point of Iron Flesh is to make it so that you do not stagger from attacks. But he just has certain attacks that are strong enough to break through your poise and make you stagger. However, if I Iron Flesh after dodging his first attack, then maybe it'll be useful. Because I was able to just cast spells and drink Estus flasks through taking damage. Like, while I was getting hit. And I wasn't getting my animations interrupted. I've played the DLCs, yes. I am a very big From Software fan. There's very few, like, details about this game that I do not know. Alright. Worn off. Okay. It's definitely not the smart thing to do. My just tank it strategy. But boy, is it fun. Yeah. I'm currently just doing a replay on all of the Dark Souls games in anticipation of Elden Ring coming out. And I've already done 1 and 2. I'm just working my way through 3 at this point. Alright. Iron Flesh is fun, but not good, is the conclusion that I have reached. What soul level am I at, actually? Or not soul level, total level. Only 59! I thought I was actually higher. Especially with all of the level grinding that I did. I'm trying to remember, like, the PvP average for this game. I think it's like 90 for this one. If I remember correctly, it's pretty low. I don't actually remember. Oh no, 90 is DS1, right? Yeah, I knew I was gonna die. Just had to get my souls back. Alright, you know what? I am heavily contemplating just respecking this character. How many fingers do I have? I know I don't have enough. Or tongues, rather. I only have 2 tongues. How many do I need? What, 5 for a respec? So I'd need to... I'd need to actually win 2 PvP encounters, or 3 PvP encounters, which I... With this build, not likely. I think you can just farm tongues somewhere. I don't remember where. Oh, you only need 1 for a respec? I thought you needed 5. Oh no, 5 is for the appearance change, right? Or is 1 for the appearance change? Or are you saying I need 3 for a respec, which means I only need to get 1? Because you can do 2 things with Rosaria. You can change your appearance. Now, one of them was definitely 5 tongues. And I think it was respecking. Unless I'm just misremembering. I'm just gonna leave those 16k souls on the ground. I can get that much pretty easily. Right, dodge towards the boss. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna put Black Flame on my bar. If I lose this time. I did it again. Rolled away. Yeah, I need a fast cast. Who would have thought? I was so disparaging against Black Flame. But I guess cast time really does matter. Okay. Iron Flesh can come off. Black Flame can come back on. Alright, your time to shine, Black Flame. Let's see if this works. I'm rather nervous about that. I feel like it won't. Ooh. If it does, I have some apologizing to do to Black Flame. I was so rude to it when I was testing out the numbers. If it works, I will have massively underestimated the value of casting time. So I guess range doesn't really matter that much with enemies like this that close distance so quickly. Alright. Oh no, that's... The range is too short. That... that range. That's like the range of a dagger. Ooh, not in love with that. Tell you that for free. I'll try again. I'll try one more time. If it doesn't work, we'll go visit Rosaria. See how much a respec costs. If it is 5, like I think it might be, I'll do some off-screen farming for tongues. Whoop. Alright. Let's go again, Sullivan. I know I didn't even hit you last time, But I'm feeling really positive about this time. You'll see. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh my god. He moves too fast to even be hit by it. There we go. Yeah, it's... I don't even think it's that much faster than Black Orb. And I hit Black Orb so much more consistently. Okay. Kinda glad that it didn't work then. Yeah, that spell is pointless. Well, I'm sorry to my my spell teachers, because I'm just going to turn into a meathead with a sword in a second. Alright. Rosaria's bed chambers. That is how I just tend to play these games. As a meathead with a sword. It works. It's really easy to do. Alright, but here's the question. What type of meathead do I want to be? What type of sword do I want to use? Alright, let's just take a look at my weapons. What are my options? Alright. Let's just confirm. Oh, I need to join our covenant first. Guess I just never did that. Alright, reallocate attributes. Price of rebirth is paid in paid time. It can only be done 5 times. That's why I was confused. Okay. Got it. Okay, so. What type of weapon do I want to use? I could go degenerate and use Dark Sword. That doesn't have too good of scaling, so I don't really need to get too much higher than 16-15 for that. I could go with my old reliable Greatsword. Why is the scaling on Greatsword so bad? I thought it was a lot better than that. I have already upgraded my Executioner's Greatsword. Stora. What's this one do? This is nothing too fancy. I don't know how fancy I want to get, really. I could just go for memes and use the soldering iron. Yeah, I kind of just want to use weapons that I've never used before. Mannequin claws? Do I dare dream of using, like, fist weapons? I don't think so. I could try a katana. I've never really done katana builds before. I don't think the Dark Sword's degenerate anymore. And the Twin Blades, that's what, 10 and 16? You know, I think I will go for a Dex build. I hardly ever do Dex builds. Sharp Gem on the Twin Blades, yeah. I can imagine. I'm gonna build for the Black Blade, I think. Shorter than the typical katana, interesting. And then I can use the twin blades if I'm really feeling spicy. But I just want to do something different, really. Oh. Do I want to use this thing? No, not really. Curved greatswords don't seem like they're too terribly good. I could just go full meme and use a notched whip. Just a terrible weapon. Is it any better than casting? Okay. But the base stats I need is 18-18. And then the rest of it can go into health and endurance. Health and stamina. Alright. Let's go, Rosaria. Time to reallocate. So, 18-18. Intelligence and faith can stay exactly where they are. And everything else will be pumped into vigor. What do we want to get that up to? 30? Say 30. And endurance. Get up to 20? Why not? Oh! Now that I'm using mainly a katana, I might actually want to put some points into luck. Because luck boosts your bleeding damage. I think. It's supposed to, at the very least. Okay. Well, how many more points do I have? 7? Alright, here's what I'll do. I'll put 2 points into dexterity and the rest can go into endurance. And I'm at an even 25. Because katanas tend to scale pretty well with dexterity. Alright. Oop. And... goodbye spellcaster, I suppose. Hello, katana. Alright. I do still have access to my fire orb, though. That's not bad. Alright. But my primary weapon will be Black Blade. Nice. And then the special ability is this. This is a parry, if I remember correctly, and it has absolutely terrible parry frames. Oh, wait. Does it cost MP to use that parry? Yeah, it does. That's hilarious. Alright. Alright, I will need to go back to Firelink Shrine and upgrade this weapon, because it's currently at +0. And then after upgrading that, we can take another run. See how we do against our old pal Sullivan. And I need to pop quite a decently large soul. Let's say Nameless Soldier. Whoop. I was looking at the road while I was driving. Yeah, I'm gonna need more than that. I don't have any oh my goodness. Yeah, I've not done too much farming, huh? Right. I'm gonna need a lot of souls. Alright. Just gonna use all of these. Alright, how much Titanite? What, it's 2, then 4, then 6?
Ow.
I'm just gonna buy... what? Oh, wait, I have Umbral Ash to give her. Excrement-covered ashes.
Let I only
Why don't you complain about those ashes? I'm always so confused by that. Okay. Right. So... it's 2, then 4, and then 8. So I think I need 14 to get it up to +3. Andre, did I do my math right? Did I remember your prices? I really hope I did. 2, then 4, then 6. Okay. I bought 1 too many. I can get it all the way up to +6. I can get it up to +7. That's a bit of an investment. I don't want to use chunks just yet. I'm fine for now. Alright, and I still have a good roll, too. Actually, I think I can wear slightly heavier stuff. Oh no, my equip load's still relatively low. I can only have 2 more pounds worth of equipment on. Oh wait, no. So, I don't remember. Why do they change the breakpoints in every single game? Alright. No, I'd actually like to keep the Drang chest on. I really like it. Oh yes, my rings! Thank you. Witch's Ring and Sage's Ring can come off. What to replace them with, though? I'm using a katana now for my main weapon. I guess Estus Ring. Flamestone Plate can stay on. Do I double up and put on a speckled stone plate? I don't think I need that much defense. I'm getting hit a lot. Maybe I do need it. Yeah, like, the only other thing that I can think to put on would be Lloyd's Sword Ring, which definitely would not help me. I'm taking too much damage in those fights. The cost of defense. How much defense, though? Probably not worth it, though. Why? Nothing's really screaming to me. I guess the speckled ring. Just so that I can have even more resistance to fire and magic damage. The Fap ring? No. I'm trying to remember where that is. Faith and protection. Yeah, that's not until the area after Sullivan, right? I don't think there's any way I could have it at this point. Alright. But I think that's as good as I'm really going to get. Back to the church. I can't think of what else I could really do at this point. I really hope I actually like fighting with this Black Blade. Because I just invested a lot of resources into it. Farmable resources. But also resources I'd rather not farm. Oh, wait a second. Do I have the Grass Crest shield? I do. Alright, well, time to ruin the aesthetic of every single outfit by just throwing the Grass Crest shield onto your back. Alright. Take two. How do you like non-casters? Ow. Oh, I need to reallocate my Estus. I don't need Ashen anymore. That attack is difficult for me to dodge. Yeah, I'm just bad at dodging that one, huh? Well, I'm really glad that that didn't turn into your command grab. Oh, I didn't think it came out that quickly. Oh, I'm out of Estus flasks. Boy, it sure would be nice if I didn't have them all invested into my Ashen Estus. Alright. But yeah, see, yeah, cast, it's just easier. Casting bad. Just really sucks because the spells are so much more interesting in this game than they are in any of the previous games. They're just so weak. They're weak and they're slow, and the enemies just got faster and stronger. That's really all it is. They updated the enemies, but they didn't change the spells to compensate for how much stronger the enemies got. Alright. And we have finished the Himbofication arc. I am now barely a caster. I can throw on the Pyromancy Flame and probably slightly less costly pyromancy. Just for minor ranged damage, if I ever need it. But I won't be needing it for this boss. It's a bit too tricky. And the one thing I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the one, like, minor regret that I have about changing the build is that the farming route I've been doing is actually substantially more difficult now. The Elder Grew farming route. I relied very heavily on spamming fireballs. I suppose I can technically still do that. I just need to, for my farming route, just swap everything into Ash and Estus. Wow, my roll timings were that was a bad run. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that was bad. I was not focused at all. I was thinking too much about my farming run. Which I might not even need to do anymore. There's probably plenty of other farming routes that I could take on if I need to. But I think one of the things that I could definitely do with investing in is endurance. I thought where I'd gotten to was enough. I think I just need more. That combo's so long. Do I need better armor? No, I almost beat him. Not almost beat him. I got him pretty low. My first attempt with a weapon. Now I can't even hit him. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. Maybe I just need to take a break. I've been playing for roughly the amount of time that I stream for on a normal day. Not even particularly tired. It's just sort of working out this way. Alright. Let's go, Pontiff. I've been using strong attacks against him, because they have, like, slightly more range. And they aren't even too terribly slow. The timing actually works out fairly well a lot of the time. So let me take a sip, please. I really like the sound effect of that attack. Oh. The one where he just slams his sword down, it makes a clunk. The one that I am terrible at dodging because I dodge too early every time, and then I panic dodge the second time. And it's sort of hard-coded to catch you if you dodge when you see his sword go up. Because you're supposed to wait for it to come down before you dodge. I'll get there. I'm doing better. So, the typical, like, graph of how difficult boss fights are is it starts out super easy. Your first attempt, you get through 90% of their health bar. Then your second attempt, you do terribly. And then you just gradually get better from there. It seems to be a near universal constant. At the very least, it happens for me fairly frequently. Where I think I'm doing great, and then I fight him a second time, and it turns out that I got extremely lucky. That attack is annoying. Oh. That one. Oh my goodness. I keep buffering rolls. Yeah, he's in a pretty similar room to ONS as well. And I know I definitely struggled with him in the past. He's a boss that has very few exploitable weaknesses. Yeah, I know. Oh, I just try not to, like, directly talk about things that are coming up in games. Like, I know what's happening, but I try not to, like, say any direct spoilers for people that are watching. So, it is something that I avoid to the best of my ability. Oh, hey. It's one of the, mad spirits. I didn't know you could see those while you weren't embered. I wonder if I should ember for this fight. Just for, like, the bonus health. Maybe it could bring on real long, but that's sort of like a last-ditch effort. I generally don't like using summons. Like, even outside of it being like, you know, using summons is too easy. It's more like, how? I don't like when the boss's attention is split. It makes it harder for me to react. Also, that curtain there definitely made me super panic. I feel like my armor is weak. But I think that's probably also just a me problem. Should I try and use a shield? I feel like blocking his attacks isn't going to go too well. Alright, I'm gonna try and block one attack. See if it just annihilates my stamina. Oh, that's the first time that's happened. Oh, I hate it. Alright. You know what? Just for that, I'll pop an ember. Get my max HP up. Start this fight with bonus healing and bonus max HP. Alright, I'm gonna block your opening attack. the strongest attack you have. That's about half my stamina. Again, this isn't really the best shield to be blocking with. This doesn't have 100%. Well, I guess 100% damage absorption doesn't really matter against Pontiff. Because he doesn't do pure physical damage. So he'd get chipped through anyways. You don't even have to dodge that attack. You can just run around him in a circle. Oh. I knew bosses, like, tended to have attacks that you could just, like, sort of walk away from. Oh, you were supposed to summon your stand. Okay, there we go. Alright, come over here. Slightly more open. Easier to tell what you're about to do. Come on. Contrary to common sense, Pontiff actually gets a little bit easier in his second phase, because he's so much less aggressive. As long as you don't kill his stand, he actually attacks far less frequently. But I'm unfortunately about to kill his stand. But I think he might enter a, like, weakened state if I destroy his stand. Yeah. Okay, wait. Oh no, I was trying to go for a divine blessing. Okay. Very appropriate. Okay, so. Shield works, is what I have learned. This is actually a pretty good shield for the fight. Never mind, I lied. Doesn't even have good magic and fire resistance. Okay. Let's find a better shield. So I don't need 100% physical block. But it would be nice. What I want is high magic and fire resistance. Piercing shield, not bad. Alright, let's throw on piercing shield. Dragon crest shield's not bad. Maybe a dragon crest. Alright, let's check some of the other ones. Yeah, I'm thinking dragon crest. Its stability isn't good, which is its big limiting factor. Stone Great Shield. Oh no, it takes a ton of strength to use that. Never mind. Alright, Dragon Crest it is then. Alright, and my roll is still good. Stamina speed is slightly reduced because I'm not using Grass Crest anymore. And I guess that's something I'll just have to live with. It's kind of hard to notice how much faster the Grass Crest does. And I can imagine that the damage reduction of this Dragon Crest will be noticeable. Yeah, look at that. Barely took any damage from blocking that. I'm really glad I got that heal off. How susceptible is Sullivan to bleed? I'm using a katana now, so that's actually a very real consideration. Oh, I didn't mean to take that swing. That was just a buffer. That was an input buffer. Alright, accidentally killed his stand. Whoops. Now he's just kind of visually confusing. His real phase 2 is becoming visually confusing. The stand's just sort of a side effect. A negative one. Oh. And there we go. Trying to pull out his stand was his final mistake. That was fun. And just on time. Oh, 10 o'clock. Roundabout when I end my streams anyways. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Homeless Man, for coming on by and sharing your tips and tricks and information. It's very nice of you. But that is going to be it from me for today. Thank you all so much for coming. Time to bid you all adieu and au revoir. Good day.